Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Darrell. We are here with some NBA 2K Mobile, and we are back with another episode of Worth the Hype. This time around, we are breaking down the brand new Chaos Diamond Courtside Pass Tracy McGrady, who we just unlocked from the past right now. We're going to claim him. We're going to compare this Tracy McGrady with the most recent shooting guards dropped inside the game. We're going to compare their stats. We're going to see exactly how good this McGrady is. I'm going to go over 3 pairs of shoes for Tracy McGrady, 1 legendary pair, 1 epic, and 1 rare, so that you guys can get an idea of what shoes to use when building out Tracy McGrady. We're going to break down the best players that complement McGrady's playstyle, and then we'll wrap it up with some gameplay inside of the final round of the Chaos Diamond tourneys. So it's going to be an incredible video. I'm ready. I'm excited, and I feel like I'm getting my voice back, so I'm hyped. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to compare Tracy McGrady with the most recent cards that dropped. We'll show you them real quick. First, let's claim this Tracy McGrady. So he's now officially on our squad. That's going to be Chaos Diamond, Plasma Quartz, and Cosmic Jasper. We're going to be comparing Tracy McGrady with Player's Choice Ray Allen, Player's Choice Paul George, Duels Kobe Bryant, Duels Michael Jordan, Duels Devin Booker, Franchise Klay Thompson, Franchise Sam Jones, Class Clowns Penny Hardaway, Class Clowns Anthony Edwards, Internationals Drazen Petrovic, Intimidators Allen Iverson, and Intimidators Joe Dumars. All right, so the first stat we're going to look at is shoot off dribble. This is a stat that you need your shooting guards to have a 5 in. That way they can create offensive opportunities for themselves off the dribble. And you can see that T-Mac has a 5, but all of these shooting guards that we're breaking down today are pretty much some of the best in the game, so they also have a 5 as well. Shooting guard, if you want an explosive shooting guard who can drive to the rim, penetrate for the pass, you need your shooting guard to have at least a 4 in layups and dunks. T-Mac has a 5, along with Kobe, MJ, Penny Hardaway, Anthony Edwards. The rest of the players have either a 3 or a 4. Most of your offense will run through your shooting guard. It will be ideal for them to have 4 in each shooting stat. So Tracy McGrady has a 5 in mid-range, and so does all the other shooting guards. So it's very important that they have a mini for sure. The other stat is 3-point shot. Again, if they have at least a 4, it's pretty good, but Tracy McGrady has a 5. And there are a lot of shooting guards that have a 5 as well. The only ones that don't have it are Michael Jordan, Sam Jones, Penny Hardaway, and Allen Iverson. So for the most part, the shooting guards inside this game have a 5, especially the newest shooting guards. Now, Tracy McGrady is one of the top post-scoring shooting guards, so it allows him to hit that fadeaway right at the elbow, right in the mid-range by the baseline. He has one of the best post fades inside this game. He has a 4 in that stat. The only other shooting guards that have that as well was Kobe, right? Makes sense. MJ, Devin Booker, Penny Hardaway. That's it. As far as agility, which is the speed the players have without the ball, you want your shooting guard to have at least a 4 in that stat as well. T-Mac has a 5, along with Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Sam Jones, Penny Hardaway, Anthony Edwards, and Allen Iverson. The next stat is strength. Your shooting guard should have at least a 3 in this stat. T-Mac has a 4, along with Paul George, Klay Thompson, Penny Hardaway, Anthony Edwards, Drazen Petrovic, Allen Iverson, and Joe Dumars. The strength is important. I'm actually surprised that MJ doesn't have a higher stat than that. It's typically the amount of contact the player can take when driving to the rim. So that's one stat that probably could get boosted for a few other players. Kobe as well. Rebounding, you don't really expect your shooting guards to rebound. So if they have at least a 2 or a 3 in that stat, it's okay. T-Mac is one of the better shooting guards that can rebound. He has a 4 in that stat. And you can see he's the only one. So he's an elite company on that one. So he is the best rebounding shooting guard you can have as far as the latest shooting guards. As far as playmaking, which is speed, player speed with the ball, players should have at least a 4. And you can see that most shooting guards have a 4. There's only a couple that have a 5, and that's Michael Jordan, Penny Hardaway, Allen Iverson, and Joe Dumars. And last but not least, you got defending. Shooting guards should have at least a 4 in defending. Anything less, they're going to get exploited, especially by the top-tier shooting guards. So T-Mac is not a top-tier defender, but he's up there. He's got a 4. There are only a few players have a 5. Right? It's a rare stat, but there's only a few that have a 5, and that's Paul George, right? Of course, one of the best defending, one of the best two-way players in the game. Kobe, MJ, right? Incredible defenders. Klay Thompson is top tier as well. Allen Iverson and Joe Dumars. So you can see overall, Tracy McGrady, competes in every category inside his game. And overall, if you were to average out his stats, he has the best stats out of all these shooting guards. T-Mac comes in at a 4.5 if you averaged out all his stats. So now let's go into 3 shoes you can use with Tracy McGrady. So when looking at T-Mac stats, what you really want to try to boost up is defending, right? It is a 4. You want to try to boost up his playmaking as well. That way you can make him really lightning quick on the court. And then anything else is a plus, right? Because he is so good overall. So let's see what shoes will boost defending and playmaking. So the shoes that stand out right away are the Air Jordan 5s. And don't worry, don't skip past this part of the video. I will go over epic and rare shoes as well, because I know the legendary shoes are tough to get. But the Air Jordan 5s are pretty sick. First stat that they boost is a +2 to playmaking. And then you can see the last stat can be defending, rebounded, or strength. So those are all stats that will help out T-Mac. And what I really like is that the second stat is either 3-point shot or agility, which will allow T-Mac to go crazy. So these shoes will be great for him. Now let's go into the epic and rare. And if you want to see the gear list, link is in the description. Feel free to check it out. I'll take you right to my website where you can see this gear list created by Raptors champ and Dame Got Game. And so the shoe that stands out for me is the Melo M13s. First stat it boosts up is a +2 to the defense. And you can see the last stat is a +1 to playmaking, with the second stat being +2 to strength, +2 to layups and dunks, or +2 to rebounding. These shoes will be incredible for T-Mac. And of course, if you get the signature shoe for T-Mac, it will work out as well, right? The T-Mac 3s gives you a +2 to mid-range, +1 to layups and dunks, with the middle stat being either agility, shoot or dribble, or 3-point shot. So I gave you a bonus shoe right there. Let's jump into the rares. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, y'all know that these are my favorite rare shoes inside the game, and they're the T-Mac Millenniums. So the first stat is always +2 to playmaking, and you can see the second stat can either be playmaking again, which in Tracy McGrady's case would work out. So that's like one of the few rare cases where the extra attribute being the same helps out, or you can also get agility or shoot or dribble. T-Mac Millenniums are the best rare shoes for Tracy McGrady. So now that we broke down the gear, now let's build a team with Tracy McGrady. So this has been my favorite team that I've been using. But we're going to switch it up for the video, obviously. All right, so first thing first, we'll take out Klay Thompson, and we're going to throw in T-Mac. We got T-Mac, went over gear. Now let's see what gear I have. So I got these Curry 1s for the Orlando Magic, which accomplished exactly what I was just talking about. So we're able to bring up his defending up to a 6, playmaking up to a 6, and agility up to a 6. I like this a lot for T-Mac. And then I do have a Tracy McGrady mentor, but it's for the Houston Rockets. So I could use this mentor. Price point is still okay for me. I try not to spend more than $500 for adding mentors on. But this here will give him a +2 to shoot or dribble and a +2 to 3-point shot. So I'm considering adding that on, but there is a part of me also that wants to make an Orlando Magic mentor for T-Mac. Let's see what Orlando Magic shooting guard cards are in the catalog. Go to shooting guard, and then we're going to scroll down the team. So the only other card that I could potentially make into a mentor, but I do have this historic greats Tracy McGrady Pearl, so I can make him into a mentor. So let's see if we can do that first. All right, so we got the T-Mac. The goal right now is to max him out and turn him into a mentor for Courtside past T-Mac. We got a lot of inventory we can go through. So first, let's clear out our foundation Pearl cards, upgrade them and everything. So let me work my magic, and we'll get back to you in a bit. So I actually had another historic greats Tracy McGrady. This one was a 1-star, so this is going to be really easy to get him up to a 3. Then I'll work on getting both of those 3 stars up to a 4 and upgrade them together. All right, so we got one of them up to a 4-star. All right, now we're getting the next McGrady up to 4 stars. So we're getting right there to making that mentor. Right, here we go. Final step. And then from there, we'll figure out what shoes to put on this mentor before we create it. Now, we got to train this card up to 100, but I'll show you a little trick. If you got any old mentors you're not using or low-tier mentor that you made before, because I like to make low-tier mentors too, you can easily train it into your card. Look at that, 20 levels right there. So we easily got them up to 100, especially if you got mentors that if you add them on to another player and they're going to cost too many coins, don't even use it anymore. Just train that mentor into another player. I mean, some of the old theme cards were maxed out. They're still pretty good. 131,000 power for Pearl. This is like one of the first themes of Season 5. Now, this card already has a mentor as well for +2 to playmaking and a +2 to mid-range. Let's see what gear we can add. So you see we got a couple max there. I also could have did a low-tier mentor with the Amethyst one. So that's an option too. You can always do if you don't have a high tier card. There's a lot of old low tier theme cards dropping from the draft board, so you can easily make them into mentors too. So this McGrady, right? We got the Curry ones on them. I always encourage people to make the mentor after you max out your shoe. That way you can add in stats that you need. So we can use layups and dunks. We can use mid-range. Basically anything besides playmaking, defending, and agility. Like these Shaq Attack 4s are pretty good. Normally the stats that are +2 will be the best ones to add on. So I'll give you an example. Like right now, this is a +2 layups and dunks. Because I have the mentor that has +2 to mid-range and a +2 to playmaking, those will be the choices I can use to make a mentor. So you see? So +2 to layups and dunks, because that's the top stat on the rare. And then the mentor you had, that's why if you're going to make a shoe, you can also make a low-tier mentor just to be able to boost up the mentor you're about to make. So I would like to boost up T-Max mid-range, and I would like to boost up his layups and dunks. So that's what I'm going to go with. But you know, I can also go with three-point shot. I can go with playmaking, but I don't need those stats. So that's how you will make a +2 stats on the mentor. We're going to go ahead and convert that. Let's get it. Yep, we're ready. Bang. So we got a T-Mac mentor, plus 13,000 power. But because we're adding them all to T-Mac, he's going to get a boost. He gets a boost of plus 17,550 power. And we're going to be able to boost up those 2 stats that we need. Right there. So now we're able to max out Tracy McGrady's layups and dunks. We maxed out his mid-range shooting. And he's got a 6 in agility, playmaking, and defending. This is a beast build. We'll train him up. And so we got T-Mac ready. Now T-Mac, we know that he's got a strong inside-outside game. But primarily, he's known for being a slasher. He could hit the open shot. He could hit the pull-ups. But you want to surround him with a good playmaker, because he's going to be driving to the rim a lot. So it's good to pair him out with at least one power forward or center that can space out the floor. So having Anthony Davis is pretty good. Anthony Davis can space out the floor. He can hit the mid-range. He can hit the corner tray. So I'm going to keep AD in there. And having LeBron is the best option because you have a small forward who can also shoot when hitting an open shot. He can play make. So that's a good option to have as well. And I can leave in Shaquille O'Neal, because with AD spacing out the floor, I still got a dominant big man in there to be able to grab the offensive rebounds. Now, because I got T-Mac, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Shaq, makes a lot of sense to keep Stephen Curry in the team because I need a three-point shooter. And if you're going to have players slashing, it'll be good to hit out somebody out in the wing who can hit the three-point shot. Now, if you don't have Stephen Curry, you could also use Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's an incredible player too. You can use Trae Young. You can use Damian Lillard. Like, there's so many good options you can use for point guard. Basically, any point guard who can facilitate the ball, who can hit the three-point shot. And if you want to add in a point guard that could defend really well, Gary Payne's a good choice. Jerry West ain't a bad option either. Russell Westbrook from the triple-doubles theme. DeJounte Murray's pretty solid too. Now I'll give you a good defender. Isaiah Thomas. So, like, there's a lot of good point guards that you can sub in. So that's the squad I'm going to use. Now let's jump into the final round of the Chaos Diamond Tourneys. Fast break. Here goes McGrady. He's going right to the rim with the finger roll. Beautiful. Left-handed layup. Mag open for the midi. Light work. He goes Showtime. Slamming it down with the windmill. Oh, he's going to set this up right here. Crosses him up. Right to the rim. Fast break on. Look who's over there. Bring it down. Easy. Got that defense. We rolling. Look at that. Bunnies. My goodness. Curry finds him. Wide open. Splash, baby. Gotta get height. Gotta get height. Oh, he's got a lot of room. We got those. He's going around that. Bangs it all over him. Man, that was vicious. Wide open. He's going to hit that one. Give me that block. Give me that block. Give me that block. Come on. Oh, we're bringing that down. Oh, we feasting on that one. We going. Here it goes. Double pump. He's wide open. We in. We in that. You already know. I said, there you have it. As promised, we did a full breakdown on the courtside pass, Tracy McGrady. We made a build. paired them up with players, created a mentor on the spot, and compared them with the most recent shooting guards. I think this is probably one of the best episodes worth the hype. If you do so too, let me know in the comments. All right, so I appreciate all the support. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.